Hi guys, my name's Carl. Welcome to Vital Bods. What we're going to actually do today, guys, with our workout, we're going to carry on where we did the last couple of workouts. We're going to use weights and we're going to use body movements. Today what we're actually going to work is the back. Now I've got a few different exercises for you that will probably cater for the beginners, intermediate and advanced on these exercises that we do today. So for the beginning person that has never done very much chin-ups or never done them at all and finds it hard to chin up, what we can actually use here, guys, is a Smith machine bar. Now with the Smith machine bar, we can adjust the bar for different levels, and we've got a mat underneath so our knees are bent and we're holding our arms up, and we're just going to try and lift our body off the ground. So we're not suspended in the air, because obviously you don't want to have an accident, fall on your knees, break your legs and so forth. So we're going to simplify. I'll do the beginner's exercise first, then from that we'll follow on with a more advanced one, and then we'll bring some weights into it. So what we do for the beginners ones, I'll just show you guys. We'll go down on our knees. So we want our hands about here. So all we're trying to achieve here is actually understanding how to lift our body up, because that's what chin up is using your own body weight, and this is what these exercises entail today, is using your own body weight with some added weight that we're going to use on bars and so forth. So we'll do this first one here. So we're just going to leave our feet crossed if we can, just try and keep them down to the ground. We're going to hold our shoulders up, just try and pull yourself up as high as you can, and then just come straight down to the ground. Okay, as you get more better, you'll find that you can pull yourself up, come down before nearly touching the ground, and then lift back up again. Okay, so it's a straightforward exercise. It just gives you that reassurance that you're not going to fall from mid-air. Okay, so with that one there, try and do as many as you possibly can. As I said before, once you get that reassurance and you find that you can do it very capably and just slightly even touching the knees on the ground, then you can give it a chance to do it up and high, because even if you get one or two up high, you're still doing pretty well. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to advance over here. I'm going to show you a weighted exercise you can do for your back and traps, and also your rhomboids and the other muscles that connect into your back and lats, and we'll follow over from there. Okay, so over here we're just going to be inside the squat rack here. We're going to use a power bar here, and we're going to do an upright row. So what we want to try and do with this upright row is bring our chin right away up, and as you'll see, once the camera faces my back, I'm getting a full motion of an upward lift into the back, which is obviously working right in the middle of the back here. So we want to try and work the entire back today. So nice pull up again with ease. Try and get 8 to 10, wherever you're comfortable with. If the weight's too heavy again, drop it down, but get the weight that you can hopefully get the 8 to 10 out. So nice big squeeze up the top and lower it down. That's it. Nice control. Alright, so over here we're going to do a chin up, then I'm going to do a suspended one where the legs are up the top. Remember, this is in mid-air. Now for my reasons, obviously I have these strength advanced gear, which obviously has got a loop in there and holds your grip, because sometimes our grips tends to give way, guys, and you don't want to be giving way hanging upside down off a bar, because it'd be a disastrous situation. So I'll show you how these work. So what I'm going to do is do some chin ups, flick my legs straight up to the top, and then do reverse. So I'm really working the rear back here. Just the getting on of them, that's the hardest, but once you get nerves on, you feel nice and comfortable. Okay, so we'll start with the chin ups. And we're pulling that head right away through. Okay, stay there. All right, so straight up to the top. Okay, so we're suspended. So we're going to try and pull ourselves straight up. Bring that stomach straight to the top bar. And as you can see, guys, if I got my hands again tied, that's still holding my grip. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to that one because some people are still unsecure of doing this kind of motion. And remember, I showed you the chin up off the floor, so I'm now going to show you the suspension reversed off the floor. Alright guys, we've just come from the hanging one. I showed you the one with the knees bent on the floor here doing the chin ups. Now I'm going to do the reverse on the floor now. So what we do is just grab a hand shoulder width apart, bring our legs out nice and straight, and then just pull the chest up. That's it. Remember, try and get that chest to the top and lower right away down. Fully up, fully down. And relax. The good thing about this is that if you do feel unsecure, you could put your backside straight down on the floor and you're not actually hanging it up in midair. So what we're going to do now is just go on to do a couple of exercises just to finish off. Alright guys, we're over to the crossover cables. Constant resistance, always good. We're going to do crossover cables, okay? Then we're going to put them down and do an exercise immediately after that, which is a straight cable lift right up in front and try and extend and get right underneath of those lats, okay? So as we extend up, so we'll do the crossover first. We'll do 12 of those, put it straight down and grab the other cable and superset it with the last one. So we've got these cables like this. We're going to have them in this motion. Our hands are up here. We're going to try and cross them over. As you can see, my back's been crossed over and got that pull. Remember, cross those arms back over again at the front and pull. Try and get them both the same. Don't have one pulling more than the other. So get a weight that's appropriate. So straight out and back in. That's it. Feel the pull. The good thing is with cables too is, as that resistance is pulling you back, you've got to pull it back in to get a nice big stretch. That's it, stretch them right out. Okay, so we'll stick those back in. All right, we'll go immediately back over to the cables, drop the weight where you need to go with them. I'm going to grab the cable at the front. Okay, so we want the cable at the front. We want a nice big pull up and then release down. Automatically with cable weights or cable machines, as they pull the weight straight back down. So nice control. Let it come down slowly, don't let it swing down. Do a couple more. Okay, so that was the exercise today, guys. As you can see, I've mixed it up a little bit to work the back in all different ways. I've used my own body weight. I've used some weights. Again, you can mix this up with dumbbells for rear dumbbell flies. I opt to have 2 supersets, which was the cables, the crossover ones, then the extended ones. I've also brought chin-ups into it because if you're advanced and you've been doing weights for a while like myself, it becomes pretty easy and you can pull yourself up nicely, then you can superset that with another exercises. But remember guys, make your workouts different. Changes and adaptations like that always work the muscle in different ways. But guys, until we have the workout next time, remember, go hard and achieve.